Patrons, welcome to another inspiration video. This is inspiration video number 1 for the month of January 2022. Wow, here we are in 2022. I don't know about you, but I cannot believe it. I'm feeling really grateful this year. So even though I can't believe it's 2022, I'm also just really glad that we are in 2022, and I am still holding out hope that this can be a good year for all of us, right? So fingers crossed. That all aside, this is an inspiration video, so they're just meant to be short, inspiring video content. Oops, my pen slipped. Video content for our patrons. I usually read a quote from either an author or a thought leader or an account I love on Instagram, and it's meant to just inspire you, maybe even get you writing again, if you happen to have fallen off the horse. And if you're not off the horse, then hopefully it inspires you to keep going. So today's quote comes from Daniel Mason, and I'm reading from the Glimmer Train Guide to Writing Fiction. And I love this book because it's full of a lot of like really awesome tidbits from writers. And actually both quotes that I'm going to do this month for patrons comes out of this book. So here's the quote from Daniel Mason. "I like always to be working. I like to be doing something. And so if I feel creative and the writing's going well, then I'm just going to put as much as I want on the page. I usually can't get more than a couple hours of that a day, and so then I'll spend time editing or researching. It's nice to balance it out that way. And then when I get tired of researching in the library, I'll try something creative again." And I just love that idea of always doing something creative. So on the days maybe even that you don't feel like writing, then maybe you can research, or you can plot out another idea, or you can just even spend time brainstorming ideas for stories. So that way, once you're done working on a particular project, you've got like this kind of like reservoir of ideas and things you can kind of go back to, and you're not just like staring at a blank page or starting from scratch, or maybe even having writer's block. We actually just got done with the Right Brunch this past Sunday, and Jonathan Maybury said that there's no such thing as writer's block. And he said sometimes you can feel blocked, but there's always a way to sort of get out of it. And actually, having a kind of like a little black book of ideas can help with that, can help you with blocks. So I love this idea of just always like to be working on something, so that, you kind of like are balancing writing in a way, and you're not burning yourself out with just trying to get words down on a page, because there's so much more to writing than just getting words down on the page, right? There's a revision process, there's editing where you're doing like line edits or proofreading, there's, the research as mentioned before, there's the planning and the plotting and, the character development, and reading is part of writing too. So there's so many different facets to writing. So I love that idea of just having, working on different parts of those, and all of that still counts as writing. So just remember that if you ever feel stuck, or you ever feel like, you're in a rut with your writing, you can always, work on a different part of writing. You don't have to like always be working on getting words down on the page. All right. I hope that this video was inspiring to you. I hope it was helpful in some way. And I want to thank you all so much for being here, so much for being patrons. We've had this thing running for a few years now, and some of you have been here from the start. And I just want to say I really appreciate all your support. All right, that's all I have for you. I'll see you on the next inspiration video. Bye.